I'm very happy to be seeing all of you. It's been, an entire roller coaster ride for us seeing all you kids from these 35 schools and 15 cities across India participating with so much of zeal, zest, and enthusiasm. It's been such a wonderful experience, to an extent tiring, but very, very gratifying. So, very happy about it. And I'm sure y'all are also going to participate in the best way possible. So, while Sufyan comes in, we always have this stress reliever, stress buster exercise. Have you been watching the earlier Facebook live stream?
Yes,
Just
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Kushagra has been.
Abhishek,
Everybody, yes, come on, let's wiggle. Let's wiggle. Let's get rid of all the nervous energy. Stop. Let's wiggle again, please. Let's stop. And the last time, wiggle and get rid of all the nervous energy that is there in you. Come on. Throw it out. And now we will participate with all the zeal, zest, enthusiasm, excitement that possibly can be shown by us. Is that cool, everybody? How are you all doing? Good afternoon.
good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
sir.
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 So y'all are pre-quarter final number 14, and I'm sure all of you are going to be participating superbly well. Ashi, could you please introduce all these students to us?
Yes, definitely. So we have Kushagra Ranjan from Elpro International School, Pune.
Mhm.
We have Molly Jani from Sarojban Memorial International School, Jamnagar.
Mhm.
We have Sufyan Sheikh from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School, Pune. We have Jinansh Shah from Raiwood International School, Lonavala. Then we have Arya Jha from Sun City School, Gurugram. We have Anish Gangavaram from the Kalyani School, Pune. And finally, we have Agastya Trikha from Lotus Valley International School, Gurugram.
All right, so we have 7 contestants in this quiz. Just a moment, let me write your name so that I have the order clear. A very good afternoon to all of you. Lot
Good
of
afternoon,
variety in participation. We have students from Pune, Jamnagar, Lonavala, Gurgaon, and yes, basically we have students from 4 different cities. And I hope all of you are able to participate in the best way possible. All the very best. Stay composed, stay calm, strategize well. At the end of the day, it's just a bunch of questions that I'm asking you, and I'm sure being nominated by your school, you know a lot of them. Okay, so be relaxed. There's a lot of time to catch up in case you get an answer wrong here and there. So don't pressurize yourself unnecessarily. Is that fine, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very quickly now, let's start off with the quiz. Give me one moment, and we are starting off with pre-quarterfinal quiz number 14. Just to let everybody know, everybody who has just joined us, we are in the Global Jigyasa, All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Contest. This is conducted by SkillSphere Education. We are a pan-India organization that focuses on the development of a range of soft skills for students in schools and colleges across India. Skills such as communication skills, public speaking, general knowledge, and a plethora of skills that we conduct through interactive workshops, both online and offline. We are associated with over 60,000 students in over 180 schools span India, and we are very happy to be conducting the inaugural edition of this quiz contest online, which is the largest and the first quiz contest of its kind that's being conducted for students of schools in general, and specifically even for students of grades 6 to 8. We have 35 participating schools, 15 cities, and 105 participating students, making it a huge quiz. And we are at this point in time in the pre-quarterfinals, and very slowly we are going to move to the quarters, which are taking place tomorrow and day after, and then the semis and the finals, which are taking place on Saturday and Sunday. So we are super duper excited about this, and we have seen great quizzes, 13 great pre-quarterfinals, and with the last 3 pre-quarterfinals, we're going to be selecting two more students each who will go into the quarters. So we have 32 to 33 students in the quarterfinals. All right. General rules of the All India Global Jigyasa Online Inter-School Quiz. It is conducted via Zoom, following all essential Ministry of Home Affairs security guidelines. We are streaming it live on Facebook. We aren't streaming it on YouTube. All those who go to YouTube are being redirected back to Facebook for the simple reason that Zoom is only allowing technically to stream on one platform. Okay. Participating students, all of you have to be isolated at the venue you are participating from. Nobody is allowed in your venue. Sophia, have you been able to sort that out?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Students can neither mute nor switch off their videos during the entire quiz. All right. In case of any disconnection or connectivity issues, we'll try our best to adjust, but if it's resulting in a clear-cut advantage, then we will have no option but, to forfeit that question. We did that in one of the earlier rounds. only happened once, and I hope that does not take place. Any form of cheating or prompting by anybody will result in automatic disqualifications. The quiz master's decision is final. The cell phone you're allowed to keep simply so that if there is any call that comes from Fursan sir related to connectivity issues, you will be able to answer. Beyond that, there is nothing else. I would also like to introduce you to Ashi ma'am, the assistant quiz master. Everybody say hi to Ashi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Great. So very quickly, we are going to start off the quiz. It's a pre-quarterfinal round number 13. Two of you are going to qualify for the quarterfinals. As you all know, if some of you have watched some of the quizzes that have taken place in the past, all of them are based on formats which have themes of different sports. They can be either cricket, football, basketball, or kabaddi. Pre-quarterfinal number 14 is based on the theme of basketball. All right. So all rounds are based on the theme of basketball. And the first round is called three-pointer. So the three-pointer is a very challenging shot in basketball. It needs to be shot from the perimeter. So behind the semicircle, you need to shoot from behind that. It's a very difficult shot because it's far away from the basket. So accuracy of getting the ball is very important and it's quite difficult to get that. So only the sharp shooters, the best shooters are able to get the three-pointer in. And in this round, each one of you, I hope, are one of those sharp shooters. So what is going to happen is that in this round, each of you will be asked a direct question. It's worth 20 points. Now, if you do not know the answer, do not worry. There is no negative marking. You can ask for a hint. But if you ask me for a hint, and this hint must be asked before answering the question, if you ask for a hint, the question will then become worth only 10 points. So from 20 points, it will go to 10 points. Okay. In case a question is answered incorrectly, though, then after that, you can't ask for a hint. Okay. So there's only one hint. So that is 20 points. Ask for a hint. The question will be worth 10 points. No negative marking. No questions get carried forward in this round. Okay. Roughly everybody gets 10 seconds to answer a question. Anybody has any doubts about this?
No, sir. No, sir.
Very quickly, then let's start off. The first question is for Kushagra from Elpro International School. Kushagra, your question is, this person was the first president of the United States of America. Can you name him, Kushagra?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln is the incorrect answer, Kushagra. He is not the first president. Would anybody else like to answer this question?
So can I answer?
Anish, go ahead.
Sir, it is George Washington.
George Washington is the correct answer. The capital of USA is named after him, Washington, D.C.
Yes, sir.
George Washington, no worries, Kushagra. Happens at times. Lot of time to catch up. Let's go on to Molly from SMIS Jamnagar. Molly, your question is, this Indian chess player became the first grandmaster from India. Can you name him?
Sir, I want a hint.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
It'll be worth 10 points. Are you sure you want a hint?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He has won the World Chess Championships 5 times and is considered one of the best chess players ever. Can you name him?
No, sir.
Okay, no worries. Anybody else? Just for the fun of it.
Sir, can I answer?
Vishwanathan Anand.
Vishwanathan Anand.
Vishwanathan Anand is the correct
Yeah,
answer.
sure.
Well done. Vishwanathan Anand, Vishi Anand is the correct answer. Next question goes to Sufyan. All the best, Sufyan, from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School. Okay, this state is known as the Sugar Bowl of India. Can you name this state, Sufyan?
Sir, can I please get a hint?
Sure, you can get a hint. It also happens to be the most populous state of India. Can you name this state? Most population. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. Anyone would like to answer? Molly?
Yes,
Uttar
sir.
Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
Arey, sir, I was saying the same thing.
Okay, no worries, Baba. You all say it. It's for free. But you know what? Because all of you are so enthusiastic, raise your hands. I'll entertain you all at different times to answer. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Don't answer out of turn. Let's do it this way so that everybody gets a chance. Uttar Pradesh is the correct answer. Most populous state, also called the Sugar Bowl of India. Let's quickly move on. Question number 4 is for Jinansh. Okay. Jinansh from Raivud
Yes, sir.
International School, Lonavala. Your question is, Barham Saleh is the current president of this country. Can you name the country? 5.
Sir, I can get the hint?
Yes, you can get the hint. It will be worth 10 points. Are you sure you want the hint?
Yes, sir.
Mosul and Basra are 2 major cities in this country. Kuwait and Iran are two of this country's neighbors?
So Brazil.
Brazil is the incorrect answer. I'm sorry. We are talking about a Middle Eastern country, and I will give Agastya a chance to answer.
So the answer is Iraq.
Iraq is the correct answer. Well done, Agastya. In fact, that brings us to Arya from Sun City World School, Gurgaon. Arya, your direct question is, India and China have been locked in a dispute over this northeastern state of India. Can you name the state whose chief minister currently is Pema Khandu?
Sir, can I get a hint?
Sure, you can get a hint. The capital of this state is Itanagar. Can you name Itanagar's state? 5, 4, 3
Sir, Assam.
is the incorrect answer. Molly
Arunachal Pradesh.
is the correct answer. Well done, Molly. All right, let's move on to Anish from the Kalyani School in Pune. Anish, Mukund Naravne holds this important position in India at the moment. Can you name this position?
Sir, I would like to have a hint.
The hint is Sam Manekshaw and Bipin Rawat are other individuals among other. Sam Manekshaw and Bipin Rawat are among other individuals who have held this position in the past, Anish.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay, we'll give somebody else an answer. Molly?
Sir, it is actually, I think, as per my knowledge, it is Air Force.
That's incorrect. It's the Chief of Army Staff.
Army.
Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, one of the greatest army men of all time. All right, let's move on to Agastya. Agastya, your question is, Hajj is considered one of the largest religious gatherings in the world. Can you name the city where the Islamic pilgrimage takes place?
So could I get a hint, please?
Agastya, yes, you can get a hint. Your hint is the city where it takes place is situated in Saudi Arabia. Can you name this city?
So is it Mecca?
Is the correct answer. Well done. 10 points to Agastya. Well done. All right. So we are done with round number 1 at this point in time. Let's quickly check what the scores are. Ashi, can you quickly update us about the scores, please? 1 second. Let me just put it on. Pre-quarter final quiz number 14. And there we go. Yes.
So we just have to, yeah. At this point, Agastya is in the lead with 10 points. The rest are yet to open their scores.
Okay. So there's a lot of catching up. Everybody basically is in joint second position and Agastya is in first position. Lot of time to catch up though. Don't worry about it. The real fun and real movement takes place in the second and third rounds, as we have always seen. So I'm sure you have a lot of time to catch up and I'm sure all of you will do well. So let's quickly start off with round number 2. Round number 2 is called Slam Dunk. The Slam Dunk is probably one of the most popular moves in basketball. One of the most classy moves. People love to see how somebody takes a layup and slams the ball into the basket. Okay. The greatest players are the greatest slam dunkers often as well. If a player misses a slam dunk though, it's very embarrassing. And it's not the best sight to see. And similarly, just like, players get embarrassed, if you answer a question incorrectly, there will be consequences in this round. In the earlier round, there were no consequences. Each participant will be asked one direct question in this round, plus 20 points for a correct answer, and minus 5 points for answering a question incorrectly. So it's plus 20 and minus 5. Questions do get carried forward in this round, and I'll follow the order as is mentioned by me. Plus 10 points for answering a carry forward question correctly. No negative marks for incorrectly answering a carry forward question. One very important thing I'd like to tell all of you though, is that if you do pass your direct question, there is no negative marks. But if you answer an answer incorrectly, then you get negative marks. Is that cool?
Yes, sir.
All the
Yes,
best.
sir.
Let's start the other way around. Let's start off with Agastya from Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon. I'm sorry, I'm from Bombay, so I keep saying Goregaon once in a while. Apologies. Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon, Agastya Trike. Agastya, who is the current Prime Minister of Japan?
So
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
so I don't
Okay. We pass it on. It passes on from Agastya to Kushagra. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pass it on to Molly. Doesn't know.
Sir.
Pass it on to Sufyan.
Sir, I think it's Shinzo Abe.
And you think absolutely correctly, Sufyan Sheikh. Sufyan Baba, you get 10 points. Well done, Sufyan. Shinzo Abe is the correct answer. Well done. Well done. Okay, very quickly, let's move on to the next student. That's Anish from the Kalyani School, Pune. Anish, what is the capital of Iran? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It passes on to Agastya.
So I think it's Tehran.
And you think right. All of you are thinking very nicely today. All of you are thinking right. It is the correct answer. Tehran is the capital of Iran. 10 points to you, Agastya. Everybody seems to be getting the next question right. I mean, you get the carry forward. If you follow this order, everybody will get 10 points. Let's see what happens with Arya from Sun City World School, Gurgaon. Arya, Baba, your direct question is, name the author of The Alchemist and Like a Flowing River. Name the author of The Alchemist and Like a Flowing River. Two very famous books, great author. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anish.
Sir, I don't know.
Agastya.
So I don't know either.
Kushagra
Agatha Christie?
is the incorrect answer. Molly.
No, sir.
Sufyan.
No, sir.
Jinansh.
No, sir.
All right, the answer is Paulo Coelho. Okay, Paulo Coelho is the correct answer. Very great, popular author as well. Let's quickly move on to Jinansh. Jinansh, how many languages are written on a 100 rupee note? 100 rupee Indian note. How many languages are written? For your reference, little bit of mathematics you can do. Double the number of union territories minus 1. Okay, that is the answer. Double the number of union territories minus 1. Number of languages written on a currency note, 5. So 2 times the number of union territories minus 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Passes on to Arya. Jinansh, one second. Jinansh, you answered? No, he didn't. Arya.
No, sir.
Sir, 15.
15 is the incorrect answer. I am sorry, Arya. Anish.
Sir, 17.
17 is the correct answer. Well done. There are 9 union territories, 9 into 2, 18. 18 minus 1, 17 languages are written on a 100 rupee note in India. Well done. Well done. So Anish,
Yes, sir.
you get your 10 points. Let's move on to Sufyan. Sufyan from Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School. Sufyan, Baba, this is your direct question. Sufyan, name the director, since nowadays Ramayana is very popular. Can you name the director of the famous TV series of Ramayana? The old one, not new one. The old TV series Ramayana, which is nowadays showing on Doordarshan. And
Mukesh Khanna, I think.
Mukesh Khanna is not the famous director. Okay, he's not the director of the famous TV series. My apologies. Mukesh Khanna has another role to play. It passes on to Jinansh.
So I don't know.
Arya. Anish.
No, sir.
Agastya
Yes, so it's Ramanand Sagar.
is the correct answer. Very, very good, Agastya. Excellent. You kids are just so smart. Make me proud of you. Well done. 10 points. All of you are doing so well on different questions. Well done. Agastya, 10 points to you. Ramanand Sagar is the correct answer. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6 is the direct question for Molly from SMIS Jamnagar. Name the founder of the UTV group. Okay. Name the founder of the UTV group, which is now Walt Disney India. His photo is shown here. Molly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It passes on, and it passes on to Sufyan.
No, sir. I don't know this answer.
Jinansh.
No, sir.
Arya. Anish.
No, sir.
Agastya.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
Kushagra.
Anurag Kashyap?
No. Glad I am happy with the try. Molly unfortunately did not know the answer. This was a direct question. The answer is Ronnie Screwvala. Okay, very famous producer. I think some of you would have known. No worries. Let's move on to question number 7, which is the final question in this round for Kushagra from Elpro International School. Kushagra, what is the official currency of Brazil called?
Peso.
Is the incorrect answer. Anybody who would... is this a carry forward round? I am so sorry. It is a carry forward round. Kushagra is the incorrect answer, peso. Molly? Sufyan?
No, I don't know the answer.
Jinansh?
No, sir.
Arya? Anish?
No, sir.
Agastya?
So I don't know.
The answer is a Brazilian real. Okay, the Brazilian real. It's not the peso, it's a Filipino peso. Okay. So with that, we come to an end of round 2. I'm sure there's been a lot of movement. Ashi, can you tell us what the status with the scores is?
Yes, sure. So by the end of round 2, Kushagra, Molly, Jinansh and Arya are still yet to open their scores. Sufyan and Anish have 10 points and Agastya is leading with 30 points.
Wait. There's still time to catch up. In round 3, lots can change because round 3 is another very exciting round and we are very quickly going to come to it. And round 3 is actually called double dribble. So let me explain how round 3 works. Give us a moment, please. The double dribble is in fact a foul. It's actually a violation of rules in basketball. Okay, a basketball player is not allowed to dribble the ball with both hands. Okay, you cannot dribble the ball like this. You have to dribble it with one hand. But in this quiz, a double dribble means something slightly different. And this can really change the entire landscape of the quiz for everybody, including those who are on 0, 10, or at this point in time, 30. Because in this round, each participant will be asked one question. That question is worth 15 points. No negative points for answering incorrectly if you answer the question only for 15 points. But before answering a question, after seeing the question, but before answering it, a participant can ask for doubling the points for the question. In such a case, the question will be worth 30 points. So doubling a question will make it worth 30 points. However, for answering the question incorrectly, if you double and answer it incorrectly, you will get minus 10 points. So you have to be very careful. In this round, there is no carry forward of questions that will take place. All the very best, approximately 10 seconds to answer each question. Is that fine? And this time we will start off any questions. We'll start off from the exact middle. We'll start off from Jinansh. Jinansh, your question is, what is the official religion of India?
So, Hindu?
Hinduism is the incorrect answer. Since you did not ask for a bonus, it's 0. You don't get any points, but no negative points either. Would anybody like to answer this question for me?
Sir, can I answer?
Arya will answer.
Okay, sir.
Sir, there's no official religion of India as it's a secular.
Very good. It is a secular country, no official religion. Very good answer, Arya. Very well done. In fact, that brings us to your direct question, Arya. Arya, your direct question is, what is the national motto of India, also written on the state emblem? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need an answer. Okay. Okay. We will allow Kushagra to answer that question for us.
Satyamev Jayate.
Satyamev Jayate is the correct answer. All right. No worries. No harm done. No negative marks. Let's move on to Anish from the Kalyani School in Pune. Anish, your question is, name the artist who painted the famous Mona Lisa.
Sir, can I double?
Yes, Anish, you can double.
Sir, Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes, 30 points to Anish from the Kalyani School, Pune on Leonardo da Vinci. Well done, Anish. Well done.
Sir.
Very good. Okay, great. So it might have changed the landscape of things. Let's very quickly move to Agastya from Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon. Agastya, your direct question is, considered one of the greatest Formula One drivers in the world, this German sportsperson won the World Championship a record 7 times. Can you name him?
So I can't name him.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Anybody would like to answer?
Sir, I know, sir.
Sir, Lewis Hamilton.
Is the incorrect answer?
Sir, I can answer.
Yes, Anish, tell me.
Sir, Michael Schumacher.
Is the correct answer. Michael Schumacher is the correct answer. the greatest world champion in F1 as of now. Lewis Hamilton is slowly and steadily coming close to him.
Sir, he's in coma right now because of an accident.
A skiing accident, he had a coma. Do you
Yes,
follow
sir.
F1, Anish? You follow F1?
Yes, sir.
I'm a big F1 fan. I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan, and I'm hoping he beats Michael Schumacher's record.
Same, sir.
Oh, very good. Great. So let's quickly move on now. The next person who gets to answer a question, this was Agastya's direct question. The next person is Kushagra. Kushagra, from EIS, your direct question is, name the first human to have gone to space. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't know the answer. Anybody else?
I
Sir.
can answer.
Okay, who wants to answer? This time I'll give Agastya.
Okay.
So it's Yuri Gagarin, right?
That is the correct answer. Yuri Gagarin is the correct answer. Well done, Agastya. Superb. Great. Let's move on now. Question number 6 goes to Molly from SMIS Jamnagar. Molly, what is the river Ganga called when it passes through Bangladesh? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, Molly, not getting an answer. Anybody? It's called the Padma River. Okay, it's called the Padma River when it passes through Bangladesh. Most of the rivers that flow through the east of India, because Bangladesh was an extension of India, it was East Bengal. Many of the rivers that flow in that area actually flow through into Bangladesh as well. Okay, let's move on. The last question is for Sufyan from MKNS, Mansukh Bhai Kothari National School. Sufyan, your question is, can you name a famous member of the Indian Armed Forces who went on to win a silver medal at the 2004 Athens Olympics? He is now actually a politician.
Sir, I don't know the answer of this question.
Okay, no worries, Sufyan. No worries, Baba. Jinansh, do you know the answer?
No, sir.
Anybody knows the answer?
No, sir.
So I can answer.
Yes, Agastya, go ahead.
So Rajyavardhan Singh Rathore.
Super, very good, Agastya. Very, very good. Very smart answer. Well done, Agastya. With this, we actually come to an end of our quiz. Okay, let's quickly see what the scores are. Let's give ourselves a moment. Let's quickly see what the scores are. Give me one moment. Ashi, are we ready with the scores?
Yes, yeah.
1 second. Let me just share the screen. All right, there you go. So what is the status?
So this time we don't have a tiebreaker. The winners, it's very clear. We have Anish Gangavaram from the Kalyani School with 40 points. Agastya from Lotus Valley International School, Gurugram with 30 points. Sufyan is on the third position with 10 points. The rest, unfortunately, are still to open their points. But now that's
No, it was a good try. A lot of the students like Arya, like Jinansh, like Molly, Kushagra, they answered other people's questions. It's called the luck of the draw, you know. So sometimes you don't get a question that you know, but you know everybody else's question answer. So that's fair enough. Happens once in a while. Always is going to happen. Okay, because all questions are randomized, they're levelized in difficulty, but they are from different genres. Okay, so well done, Agastya. Well done on finishing off, as I believe you're finished off as the runners-up, and well done to Anish on winning the quiz with the last question. So congratulations, Anish. Congratulations, Agastya. Before we end this quiz, just like I do after every quiz, I would very quickly like to tell all of you that we have a very interesting quiz called the Global Jigyasa Weekly Current Affairs Quiz that we launch via social media on WhatsApp and Facebook, and even via email. We share it with everybody every Sunday. It has 10 questions about the world, 4 options for each question, only 1 correct always, and the questions are related to the current affairs of the week. So it's a way of keeping updated with what has happened in the world in a particular week. If you'd like to receive the quiz, you simply need to SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. I repeat, you have to SMS or WhatsApp the word subscribe to 99871 34522. Right? So SMS the word subscribe or WhatsApp it to this number, and every week my team will then start sharing the quiz with you. yeah, the number is only used for sharing the quiz, and we almost have 50 to 60,000 students and adults who attempt this quiz on a weekly basis. And we are very excited to inform you that in June 2020, we are going to be launching the Global Jigyasa app. It's a very easy way to keep abreast with current affairs and daily news bulletins of the world. Every single day, we are going to have a quiz and a news bulletin on it once a day. And very excited to share this. You stay tuned for more information. The app will be out very shortly. And lastly, very excited to tell you about one last thing. SkillSphere Education during the lockdown has been conducting a range of online programs. One of our most exciting programs is the SkillSphere Online Quiz Workshop. All right. This is a workshop that we have started at, on the insistence of a lot of students and parents. It is of 5 sessions of 1.5 hours each for students of ages 10 to 13 years, which primarily focuses on the development of general awareness. And we have a lot of issues that are discussed in interactive ways, right from inventions and discoveries to the environment, to India, to politics, to economics, sports, fine arts, the works, and every single session has a very interesting quiz in different formats. So we teach students the art of cognitive thinking, the art of thinking and approaching quizzes, and the art of becoming interested and jigyasa, building curiosity to learn. So if you feel that you'd like your child, anyone who's watching it on stream, or otherwise you'd like your child to participate in this workshop or attend a free demo, please feel free to give us a call on 73042 77730. I repeat, 73042 77730. You can also give us a call on 88506 32323. I repeat, 88506 32323. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, kids. Thank you very much for participating.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you all the very best in life. Do well. I'm going to see a few of you in the quarters. All of you have not qualified. You follow us on Facebook or Instagram to keep seeing these quizzes and keep participating in a lot of these pre-quiz initiatives that we have. And make sure that you keep learning, keep reading, keep yourself engaged, excited, and stay inspirational for all of us adults. Okay. All the best. Take care.